Wow, what a week it was. Amazing, amazing. First week of Premier League football. What's going on, guys? Skeptical Klopp here. And we just witnessed amazing Premier League football week after a long gap after end of last season and Euros and Olympics. And we had finally got to witness firsthand the Premier League, and on the top of that, we got to see fans back in the stadium singing, chanting, and supporting their teams. Wow, what an amazing week. Now let's start how the matches went from first to the last. Brentford 2, Arsenal nil. Wow, who on earth would have thought Brentford would have defeated Arsenal just a day back when Ty was fighting with Klopp, sorry, not Klopp, Carragher, Roy Keane, and Gary Neville. He was saying that they were being disrespectful. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and Arsenal just gave the proof of it. They weren't ready yet, and Brentford, in their home ground, defeated Arsenal hands down. Can't really make much of it. Some of the key players were missing. Lacazette, Aubameyang were missing, and the pressure was on the Arsenal young guns. And to the best of their ability, they have done what they could do. But then again, can't really blame them. And it's just the first game of the season. If this thing continues, then maybe serious questions needs to be asked to Arsenal and its management and the way they're going forward with Mikel Arteta. Next one is Man United versus Leeds United. Wow, what a box office game it was. It was going good until the first couple of minutes of second half. Bruno Fernandes scored one and then equalized by Leeds. Then again, after that, it just fell apart, and Bruno Fernandes went on to score two more along with Mason Greenwood and Fred. Bruno got hat trick, and that was really amazing because neither of them were penalty, and he scored most of the goals from open play. It was a good result for Man United and not so good result for Leeds because it's a bad thing to lose 5-1 in the very first game. But then again, Leeds is a kind of team who would never play park the bus kind of thing. They would just go on and play their natural way, even if it means conceding 5 goals. Similarly, Leicester versus Wolves. Leicester won, Wolves nil. It was quite tough game. Couldn't really make much of it unless that one goal from Leicester and got them the precious 3 points. Now the fourth game, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. This was some game. Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace nil. Crystal Palace have got Patrick Vieira as their manager, and it was his first Premier League game as a manager after a hiatus from Premier League, learning his coaching skill at New York Red Bulls and Nice in French League and coming back to Premier League. And it was quite expected that Chelsea would win against Crystal Palace, and convincingly they scored 3 goals, and Trevor Chalobah, the Chelsea academy player, just scored a worldie of a goal, already goal of the year contender, and it was an amazing game. 6 shots on target of Chelsea compared to 1 shots on target for Crystal Palace. Coming up next is Watford 3, Aston Villa 2. Man, this was some game, wasn't it? Yeah. Emmanuel Bonaventure scored the first goal at the beginning of the game. Watford, who just got promoted recently and started playing their way of football, and to their credit, they did manage to score goals handsomely. in pockets of space. Aston Villa not sure what happened. They lost their talisman Jack Grealish to Man City. Looks like they seriously lack creativity and attacking prowess. Even Ollie Watkins couldn't do much. I think he was probably on the bench. And next up, Everton 3, Southampton 1. This was amazing game. First, Southampton took the lead with Adam Armstrong, and then come Richarlison, Olympic gold medalist, scored the goal in the second half, and then Ademoy Doucouré, and then Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Good for Everton and good for Rafa Benitez as Everton's manager, getting their first victory and 3 points. Wow, good result for them. Next up, Burnley 1, Brighton 2. Couldn't really make much of it. It was a typical Burnley game. Tried to board the opponent and score a goal or something. Maybe they didn't. They just bored the opponent but didn't score enough. Hence they lost. Next up was Norwich nil, Liverpool 3. Yeah, baby. Liverpool are back. People were doubting that Liverpool may not give the same output that they used to give in 2019-2020 season. But then again, they look pretty comfortable. They look confident in front foot. Diogo Jota scored at 26th minute, then came in as a sub. Roberto Firmino made instant impact and scored, followed by Mohamed Salah's goal. What an amazing player Salah has been. He has been scoring ever since his debut for Liverpool since 2017. He is the only player to score consecutive goals on first Premier League game. Wow, just wow. Today's game, Newcastle versus West Ham. Wow, it was a quite a interesting game, I would say. Newcastle had the lead for the very first fifth minute, scored a goal, Karen Wilson, and then came West Ham with Aaron Crosswell's equalizer. Then came Jacob Murphy scoring for 40th minute, gave the lead 2-1. Then it wasn't enough for Newcastle. They started to fall off like house of cards in second half. 53rd minute, Saida Bernhama, sorry. And then Thomas Soucek at 63 minute, and Michael Antonio, sorry. I mean, I'm messing up the name big time. Michael Antonio for 66th minute and getting 4 goals to 2 goals of Newcastle United. Wow. Then the next and the last game was Tottenham Hotspur versus Man City. Man, you couldn't really make this up. Man City openly beating the drum of Harry Kane will be Man City's player, and Tottenham couldn't really convince Harry Kane to stay and be their player. And today Tottenham didn't have Harry Kane in their team list, neither on pitch or on bench. Despite of that, Tottenham still got the result and scored a solo goal to get 3 points. Heung-min Son got the goal. There was a slight deflection from Ruben Diaz, but then again, if you don't take your chances, you won't be getting the rewards. So Tottenham got the reward of 3 points, and here we are. So let's see the table. Wow, as expected, Man United top of the table, but it's only the first game of the season. Still 37 more to go. You never say never. Yep, second comes Chelsea, third comes Liverpool. Good to see West Ham and Everton being in the top 5. Then comes Brentford. Yep, not bad for someone who just got promoted. And then comes Watford, who are also recently promoted. Brighton, Leicester, all got 3 points. Tottenham 3 points. And there comes The losers Aston Villa, Burnley, Man City, Wolves, Newcastle, Southampton, oh, Arsenal almost in a relegation zone. And here's the usual suspects of relegation: Crystal Palace, Norwich City, and Leeds United for conceding 5 goals for their 1 goal. Wow. And let's see the stats. What's going on in the stats? As usual, Bruno scored hat trick and is leading the Premier League top goal scorer for the game one, followed by Adam Armstrong for Southampton with 1 goal, and so many other players have scored 1 goal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Cucho Hernandez, Emmanuel Bonaventure, Islamia Sarr, James Tarkowski, John McGinn, Mason Greenwood. Wow, so many of them. And then the most assists goes to Paul Pogba and Mohamed Salah. Not bad. So, who do you guys think the biggest winner or loser of game one of Premier League? I would say the biggest winner of this first game is Manchester United, hands down. Though I'm a Liverpool fan, I think they have played outstandingly well, and I feel I'm compelled to give credit where credit is due. And I think Man United deserve the winner of game one, game week one, and then the biggest loser. Who else could it be? I thought it's a toughie between Arsenal and Man City, but then again I would go with Arsenal for obvious reason only. For losing against Brentford, a recently promoted team. I know they're not a bad team, but to lose against a team that is recently being promoted, whilst your club is worth of billions and billions of pounds, and you still couldn't get the recruitment, style of play, identity of the game properly, then I'm sorry, Arsenal, you are the loser of game week one. I think it's just the beginning, and we will be seeing lots of ups and downs here and there. The ones that are at the top of the table might go upside down. So you never say never. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let us know who's gonna win the games of next week. Let us know in the comment section below. And with that being said, Klopp out.